Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. Before we get into this week's movie, Dirty Work, I just want to let you know about our sponsor. It's a movie called Sir John A. and the Curse of the Anti-Quenched. It's fun comedy. It stars John Dunsworth from Trailer Park Boys, Spenny from Kenny vs. Spenny, and the Diener. You might know him from Fubar. You can check it out on iTunes, Amazon, PlayStation Network, Xbox, or pretty well everywhere you can find
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
Welcome to the Raiders of the Lost Commentary podcast.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
The unofficial commentary for your favorite
Get to the chopper!
and not so favorite films.
The famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger.
Starring your hosts Adam and Matt.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Start your movie in 3, 2, 1.
All right, everybody. Today we are watching Dirty Work.
You would have known this because you read the title.
That's right. Bob Saget's masterpiece, Dirty Work.
Bob Saget's immaculate, what is it, coming of age? What's
Magnum
the-
opus, really.
Yeah,
It's-
that's what I was thinking of. They shot this in Canada somewhere, I'm pretty sure.
Did they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So this is supposed to be young Norm Macdonald here. You haven't seen this movie ever, right?
I've never seen it.
I would hand over the milk money. He just throws it into the dumpster. Artie Lang, too, in this movie. Hilarious Artie Lang.
So this is like, apparently this was an R-rated film.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty, R-rated stuff.
So yeah, it was an R-rated film, and Chevy Chase wanted to do it because it was like a raunchy R-rated film, and but he knew how the studios would be, so he's like, listen, the studios might they might make you turn it into a PG-13.
So they find...
Yeah, they get guns.
and they put it in the bully's locker.
Like, holy crap.
You'd never be able to do this today.
No. There's definitely some stuff in here.
This part's funny. This crossing guard that was like being a pedo.
Like, that is not humor that anybody
No.
would do these days. Like, holy crap.
Look at this scene. this little kid's fucking hilarious too.
There we go. So they're just
Taking pictures of the babysitter on the toilet. Like,
holy,
obviously today you'd never be able to do this because everybody's
No.
so goddamn sensitive
yeah, there's a lot of sensitivity.
these days. You can't be funny anymore. This kid's so lucky.
Is he though? It's his aunt.
But not in real life.
That's not the point.
The one of the funny gags like about this too is the note to self stuff.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, it's what are you looking for?
Just the volume a little bit more.
2. It's channel 2. This is ridiculous. It's full of popcorn.
My God. Can you? Okay, no, I can't hear anything. I hear music.
Yeah, I hear music too. I don't know why we don't hear the.
We don't hear. Okay, it's not just me.
It could be the way I have it all plugged in.
That's so odd.
So, Norm Macdonald's now working for a pizza place.
Yeah. So,
And,
how old were you when you started watching this movie?
Oh, I was like a kid, like high school, not
Okay.
even, maybe even earlier than that.
Really?
Yeah.
This definitely like feels like it's an R-rated movie.
Yeah, I believe I probably watched it earlier whenever I wasn't supposed to watch
Right,
stuff like
yeah.
that, you know?
Because it's pretty raunchy. And apparently there's a lot of like they had to do a lot of
Reshoots?
not reshoots,
Like
dubs.
Oh, dubs
Just
for stuff?
for the swearing and had to
Really?
bring it down, yeah.
because
Yeah, 'cause it was shot and written in mind as an R-rated film.
and then kind of got tweaked.
Yeah.
I believe was also like when Norm Macdonald was let go of
SNL.
SNL, and then he like blew up even bigger than he already was. I love
God.
the over the top like being thrown out of a place, you know.
It's extremely like a hard throw.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Look how young Norm Macdonald
I
is
know. Although I will be honest, the most I know from Norm Macdonald is straight up. Is when he My Name is Earl. He played Little Chubby because of his impression of Burt Reynolds. He plays
yeah.
Burt Reynolds' son, so he's just doing the impression of it.
Burt Reynolds.
That and Pigeon.
Pigeon? I've never seen that. It's Amanda Peet too. I forgot she's in this.
Who's Amanda Peet?
I don't know. You know her from a ton of
I don't
movies,
recognize
man.
her at all. That's
No?
not. Is that her?
Pretty sure.
The one from not 9 weeks later. The one with Tom Cruise, Brad G's Louise.
Yeah, and Holy 9 Yards.
Whole 9 yards.
And I'll look it up in a second.
Yeah. So it's about some loser guy who delivers pizza.
He doesn't take crap for anything.
That sounds like me. I mean, I delivered pizzas. Although, like, how old are they supposed to be in this movie?
Early 20s, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or maybe it's not Amanda Peet.
I don't think it is Amanda Peet. Doesn't look.
Polly Shannon.
I know that name.
She grew up in Elmer, which is like right around.
Yeah,
right up
it's
the
like
way.
20 minutes away.
It's right up the way from here, eh,
Oh
buddy?
yeah. She's like Canadian and stuff.
Oh, good Canuck there.
Well, Norm Macdonald, is this a very Canadian movie? Because Bob Saget's not Canadian, is he?
No, but
Norm
I love this.
Macdonald
It's like,
is.
hey, you're wearing my shirt.
Oh, jeez.
Here you go. No, it's all right. You have it. That's somebody else that's different from you.
That is really
it's-
hairy. Like, it's clearly fake.
It's clearly like a put on.
It's way over top. Like, way
But
over.
like, this is funny. He's like the old man. He's like a dirty old man watching aerobics videos
I mean, don't you watch your aerobics videos?
constantly.
Yeah, they don't. It's not like it used to be though. I miss the old '80s suits. No, I don't. I don't like those suits at all. Yeah, no, I didn't look good in them at all.
No, eh? Impotent old man and whore. That's his porno.
You know what this movie reminds me of? It reminds me of like early Adam Sandler films.
When they were funny.
Yeah. I mean, that's a low blow, but yeah.
I think this is like a early version of like his production team that was around him at the time.
Happy Madison?
Yeah, because Adam Sandler's in this movie.
Oh, spoilers.
Yeah, there's a lot of like SNL cameos in this that are great. Norm Macdonald though, like he's also Canadian. He's like from
Yeah, I know
from
he's Canadian.
Moose Creek.
Is he?
Yeah,
Moose Creek?
yeah.
Man, I go to Moose Creek all the time.
Yeah, man, that's where he grew up, and then like moved to the States and moved to New York, obviously, like a long time ago. But
Was he probably part of Second City?
I'm not sure if he was
That's
Second
like
City.
a huge thing. Like, if you're Canadian,
Is that me?
is that me? If you're Canadian, most of them like want to make it. You just go to Second City and just become famous there.
Yeah, like Mike Myers or
John Candy.
Candy or
I think
Catherine
correct.
O'Hara. Pretty well everyone funny.
Yeah, pretty much anybody funny.
But yeah, I think they shot this in Hamilton. I'll see what IMDb says, but
I don't know. It's like close where we shot our movie.
not at all. Not at all close.
Yeah, it's like in the area.
Yeah, it's like,
Hamilton, Kingston, Toronto. It's the
It's not
the
even in
greater.
it's not even in the right
Toronto
order.
area. You think I know Canada?
You think I know geography?
I failed geography. Okay, that's not true. I passed geography. That's like world geography. I don't know Canadian geography.
Yeah, Chris Farley.
Oh my god.
You bastard! Because he's like, at least I didn't get my nose bit off by a Saigon whore.
Is this just a cameo, or is he gonna pop up later?
Although,
I will admit, his friend, it looks like a young. Is it John Belushi?
Artie Lang?
Yeah,
Yeah, he sort of looks like him, eh?
like a Animal House John Belushi. I mean, every movie's a young John Belushi movie.
Artie Lang's pretty, like, lives life pretty hard.
Does he?
Yeah. He's, like, still, I live with my dad. That's his pickup line.
I mean, it never worked for you.
No, not at all.
I just you double down. I live with my mom too.
Shooter McGavin's in this movie, too.
You know, he's got a name, right?
What's his name? Kevin McDonald?
I don't know his name. Shooter McGavin. Right?
Christopher McDonald.
So it's just a bunch of actors from. Oh, I know her from Monk. That's the only thing I know her from.
Trailer Howard?
What?
That's her name. Trailer.
No.
Fucking look.
Oh
How else
my
do you say
God.
that? Traylor?
It's Taylor, but the R is silent.
Tralar.
Traylor. Maybe she's just gonna go by T.
How could you go through life with the name Trailer without being made fun of constantly?
Yo, trailer trash! Yeah, it's not a very great name. But it's got to be a pronunciation thing.
Hey, girl, you want to hook up? Your name is Trailer.
I mean, that sucks. If that's how.
Hey, yo,
actually
baby, I'll be the
pronounce-
truck to your trailer.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, you don't like that?
Let me hitch a ride on your trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you want to go camping, Trailer?
It's awful. Yeah, that's not a great name. Maybe there's got to be a different pronunciation. We'll check it out after how to pronunciate Trailer Howard. Trailer.
It's like, looks like there's going to be a brawl. You better play a good song.
Street fighting man.
Put on that. And then he puts on, you push G8. And then it's Ina Coladas.
Yeah.
See, before Guardians of the Galaxy,
It was dirty work. They brought it in first. They did it first. Man, that song, Pina Colada song, people love that song. That song's about cheating.
it's funny. Like, if you actually listen to the lyrics, they're terrible. He gets thrown out the window again. It's clearly a stuntman. I love this, like, gag they do in the movie.
Which
Like,
was a note
the
to
note to self. Learn to fight.
He must have thousands of hours of tape. Note to self. So they pretty much go life of bad shit happens to them,
And then they get even
and then they
for
get
it.
even.
Which I think it's like a funny concept for a movie of like, instead of like, it's like they're like outsmarting their bullies in a way.
Right.
But
It definitely wouldn't get made today. Like, so far what
No.
we've seen, it's definitely like... Well, for one, today would probably be an R-rated film, but people would just get very offended really fast.
no, if they made it today, it'd be two chicks and it'd have like some underlining message about how whatever everyone's like intolerant towards them or something.
Right.
And then like it wouldn't be funny. It would just like be sort of funny, but also just like sort of poignant all the time. And it'd be like the classic thing that every movie does now. You're just a woman. You'll never amount to anything.
Yeah, I've seen
I'm a backwards hick, and I don't like gay people. And then he gets his comeuppance.
You know they're just going to use that clip, right? They're just going to cut that clip from you going, I don't like gay people. You're screwed.
You're gonna do it to you too.
Oh, no! Crap! We very much like gay people. Well, we like all people. Well, except for people
What do you
who
mean,
don't-
all people?
Okay, maybe people who don't like those types of people. We don't like people who don't like people because of things. I think I saved my butt there.
Like Norman punches this guy, and he
Note to self.
learn how to fight.
That is funny, I would admit. So he's just
Just watching
dirty
this.
old
Like,
man.
it's not even like a different clip. It looks like the same clip.
It's probably like 20-minute version of the clip they just put throughout the whole movie. I mean, I would be kind of creeped out with like, So is that their dad or their grandpa?
It's Artie Lang's dad.
Okay.
And then Norm Macdonald's real parents died. You missed that.
Yeah, well, the problem in this, so for you folks at home who are listening to this live, yeah, this is live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So Pops is having a heart attack here in this scene.
So what I wanted to mention is there is no dialogue. We can't hear the dialogue right now. Adam screwed the pooch on something with the audio.
Why is it my fault?
Well, I don't know. Where's the audio?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do about it?
Nothing. We'll just read subtitles. I do that all the time anyways.
I know this movie by heart. It's all gonna be fine.
I'm just letting you know. Sometimes I'll miss things, Adam. All right?
I'll fill you in as stuff goes on.
Great. I'm so
Good.
happy.
Great. Grand.
I mean,
So-
it's quiet. That's a thing.
Yeah. So you can like turn up the music so it's not awkward.
No, it's all right. I can go through the silence.
So
you
he's,
think music is gonna make a difference?
No, I don't. I actually, you know why I think the dialogue's not playing? Because I think we turned on the subtitles.
That is bull crap. That
No,
never happens.
because in the DVD menu it said audio options. So I think turning on the subtitles turned off the audio because it's an older DVD and it's probably just buggy.
No, that's never happened in the history. Like most of this podcast could be us complaining about audio, but in the history of DVDs I've ever put on, ever played, I put. That's funny, Jesus.
And this is where he finds out he's actually
His
his brother,
Yeah.
his half brother.
So
You'd never believe me until I showed you that photo. It's fucking funny.
you know, we're going off topic here. We got to bring it back. I've watched many DVDs, old and new, and every time I put subtitles on, the volume doesn't just stop, Adam. It doesn't just stop.
What if this is the exception?
It's the one movie? This is a shitty DVD. Dirty work. Don't get the DVD. Get the Blu-ray 4K, okay?
Yeah, because clearly you'll see the quality difference.
And yeah, I mean, when I watch my comedies, I want to make sure it's the clearest picture. I want to see two dogs doing it in 4K, Adam.
You know what? I think, yeah, Chevy Chase plays the doctor,
Dr. Farthing.
and his character, like, I think this is something that movies don't do today as well. It's like the doctor has a stick. Like he has like he's not just a doctor delivering exposition of you got to get, you know, this amount of money to get the operation. He's like,
Sure.
he's in deep with bookies, and he's like owes all this money. So like he'll do the operation if they come up with money for this bookie thing.
Okay, so it's got nothing to do about money for the operation. It's really, I'll do the operation if you pay my bookie.
Kinda, yeah, and he's bad with money, and I don't know. This is also like when Chevy Chase was like on fire.
Well, it's a little past his prime there.
You think?
Well, yeah, he's slightly chubbier.
He's slightly chubbier.
You can tell Chevy Chase's career went down the drain as the heavier he got. I mean, it's sad to say because I very much enjoy young Chevy Chase, but I mean, he's still like, you know, he's in the.
He's trying to like sell like stuff in the hospital too to get extra money. Like he's like he's trying to sell off a bed to them just to like get extra money.
I can read, Adam. I mean, I would say I could listen, but you know that doesn't happen.
Maybe it's the headphone jack. Maybe you just gotta jiggle it.
Yeah, I'll jiggle you. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Hello.
I mean, this movie is interesting. I'm already enjoying myself, which I didn't think I would. I am a very sophisticated person when it comes to comedy. You know, I like one of those bourgeois.
Bourgeois.
Yeah, and it's a fancy word for being fancy.
What like of new movies that have come out? What's a new comedy that you've seen that you're like, oh, that was a funny
Game Night.
Game Night? What was that about?
Yeah, it's just about just people doing game nights. Obviously, it hits me on a level where, you know, I do game nights board game nights.
So it's board games?
Yeah, it's with Jason. Is it Bateman? Guy from Arrested Development.
Bateman, yeah.
Yeah. And it's actually surprisingly,
Rachel
it's actually really
McAdams.
funny. I really enjoyed it. And it's not like, because I went in there and I'm like, is it going to be one of those like crude comedies? I'm not a big fan of like, you know, the F word and it's like really dirty. It's like, all right, I get it. Like, you don't have to be so crude. But this one wasn't. I found it like pleasantly, I was
Funny?
pleasantly surprised. Yeah, pleasantly funny. I had a good time with it. It's not the best movie ever, but I enjoyed the comedy. I enjoyed the aspect of it. I thought it was fun.
Fair enough. You blew my...
But you're right. Yeah, no.
There's not a lot of like.
There's not a lot of great
comedy.
comedies out there.
I don't know. Like to me, the issue is that they pin like this like massive budget comedy now. That
Well, it's not just a comedy now, right? Most of the time, it's like obviously straight up comedies are cheaper, but they're still like the aspect of the big budget. And for some reason, if they're, I find when movies are like, all right, we're making a comedy, okay, we're making it R-rated. All right, let's make it as R-rated as possible.
right, and
It's
they
like,
go too
all
far.
right, you don't have to do that.
No, I guess not.
Everyone keeps calling them little bastards, or bastards. But you know what I mean? Like, it just, I know what you mean. Like, they're either huge, like, I don't know, there's not a lot of smaller, less risk
This is
involved
funny.
kind of comedies.
He's like, here, I'll moon all these people in line. And then he just stops. and then he gets out of the car.
that is kind of funny.
So he has to get out and do his own thing.
That's embarrassing. He was supposed to keep driving.
I fucking love that part. You're gonna do construction now?
You clearly have a love for this film.
It's one of those movies too, like Tim and Matt, like we quoted it like a ton with each other a lot, you know?
We know nothing about construction.
When is lunch?
That's oh, what do you think it's like testing new fat substitutes?
$50 to eat brownies.
Pretty sure I've eaten those when I was a kid.
You ever heard the story about Robert Rodriguez, how he got some of the money to do El Mariachi?
I did not.
So
No,
he had to
please
like
tell
go
me.
in this like, oh yeah,
Yeah, he had to go into
it's just like it might cause hallucinations and fever, and then
someone else driving.
and then look, Gary Cole.
Gary Cole. There's
See?
Adam Sandler as the devil.
Yeah,
That's funny because like a couple years after that, he played Little
yeah,
Nicky.
exactly. And then we part.
Isn't he driving?
Yeah.
He's having hallucinations. He's not paying attention to the road. Man, this movie's like over the top, eh?
Yeah.
You were saying El
Oh
Mariachi,
yeah.
how he got his money.
So how Robert?
Clearly.
So he did one of those like medical like it's Don Rickles.
It is Don
He
Rickles.
did one of those medical like trial things. So like they cut off like 2 pieces of skin off the back of his arms, like kind of where your tricep is.
Okay.
And they tested these 2 different like healing agent things.
They just
but-
took his skin?
Yeah, but he had to like live in this like medical facility for like I don't know, like 7 weeks or something
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
And he had to eat certain food. And he had to pee and poop and stuff like a couple times a day. Take his blood a couple times a day.
How much did he get paid? He must have got
He
paid a
got
lot.
like $5,000 or $7,000, in which he put into making
7 weeks?
Yeah,
I would do that for 7 weeks.
and then to go make El Mariachi. And
I mean,
then,
think of the inflation, right? Like he did that in like early 90s.
yeah, but he had to
maybe
buy
late 80s?
film, so film was expensive.
No,
back
I'm
in
just
the day.
thinking of inflation. If it was 5,
Oh,
7,000,
today's
that-
money, like
today's
yeah,
money, that's a
like
lot
early
more money.
'90s, yeah. I was laughing earlier when we were talking about his belly.
So what is this? It's like a Chuck E. Cheese?
It's a movie theater.
Oh, it's a movie theater.
Yeah, it's one of the other jobs we're
I
trying
always
to
wanted
get.
to work in a movie theater. That guy looks like a bigger guy from The Mummy. I know that means nothing, but it means everything to me.
The like the guy who played the Mummy or Brendan Fraser?
No, one of the like One of the people that Benny brings along.
Benny, I'm Benny.
I don't really remember anything about him, but he kind of looks like that guy, just like a bigger dude.
Do you mean the 2017 movie with Tom Cruise? The
No,
Mummy?
I'm talking about the good one. Well, the Stephen Sommers one. The Brendan Fraser one. I mean, it doesn't mean anything, but I don't know, he just kind of looks like... He's in a bunch of stuff. Obviously, it's not him, but it just looked like a discount. Discount that guy. I know it means nothing to people listening to this. It means nothing to you, but it means everything to me. No. He's not in there. Okay, so he's not even on the first page. That guy, Corey Johnson. He kind of looks like discount Corey Johnson.
Oh yeah, so they punked him in the movie theater and they put a gay porn on.
I love how they're blocking their eyes.
Sam just looked at the screen.
See, that's gay shaming. That's bad. You can't do that.
No, I know, but whatever.
No, Adam, it's not good.
You better have sex with them.
See, look at him.
Ish.
Look at like a discount.
Dude,
like,
that's a deep reference. Like,
No, I know.
like you really went
I know, it's a straight up deep
for Don
reference.
Rickles.
I mean, that's clearly not Don Rickles. Because of the fact that he hides his face when he goes on the ground.
So this is where they get the idea, like, because they all
man.
they say like, oh, if you punk him, we'll give you $5
Gotcha.
each.
So that's what they're okay. So it's just about people. Just so I can understand that this movie, it's about down on your luck people who used to just make it even on a small scale, and trying to get a job, and now they've decided, hey, we can get a job doing what we love, which is getting even with people, but people will now pay us to do that for people they hate.
Exactly.
Cool. Now I'm all caught up. Makes sense. But I mean, how much money? I mean, that seems like a great job. Like, other than like the illegal things that could happen, like that sounds like a fun job of just going, how can I mess with somebody today in the most creative way
Yeah, right?
possible?
It's a funny concept. It's something like even today, I don't know if they could get away with it, but if somebody was good at making it funny, it'd be a funny TV show. You know what I mean?
Of people getting even.
This is one of my favorite parts. He's like, Mildred. he's like, yeah, I didn't know your name, so I just guessed. You told me, so I just guessed. I've done that like a few times. Just like if you forget somebody's name, you call
them whatever.
or like you don't know, it's like just like saying something.
I mean, I do that for middle names when I get like fake angry at someone. I'll be like Adam Jonathan Turkey. You bastard.
Great.
Classic Jonathan.
Classic Trailer.
What?
Oh, that's her name, Trailer.
Oh yeah, it is her name. I forgot about that. See, I forgot. I thought her name was Mildred. It's actually Trailer.
David Koechner's in this too.
Who the heck is David Koechner?
You'll recognize him when you see him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him in a Canadian movie with Brent Butt the other day.
What's that about?
What's it called? No Clue.
No clue.
Yeah.
Is Brent Butt famous outside of Canada?
I don't think so.
No, eh?
But like the movie wasn't bad. It was like a noir comedy film about this, femme fatale played by Amy Smart.
Amy Smart. Why do I know her?
She's from Rat Race.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Where she just kind of shows up in his office, but his office is next to a private detective, but he doesn't want to say no because it's like a pretty girl. So he just gets entangled into this thing. It's not bad, but like it's clearly like a low budget film.
Well, couldn't have been that low budget. I mean, they had two big actors in it, so it's probably still like $5 million.
I'm saying Canadian, right? Like it's shot in BC, but like
What's it called?
No Clue. Now we're curious as to the budget of this thing. Yeah, $5 million. I can see it for $5 million, but I think I put it even less.
I wrote non-clue. Sorry.
Yeah, No Clue.
2013?
Probably. Yeah, sounds right. It's not bad.
Brent Butt wrote it.
Yeah, Brent Butt classic. I mean, I like Brent Butt, but I mostly know him just from Corner Gas, which it's really that's his magnum opus.
This was funny. So like they have to punk this guy,
Yeah.
and the trunk looks kind of small.
It's not small. He's gonna probably get in it. I bet.
No, watch.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's a dead hooker in the trunk. That was a dead hooker. Another dead hooker when I see one. And he's got the thing that opens. Another dead hooker.
Like that's a funny prank. I feel like it's
I've
the
never
same
seen
girl.
so many dead hooker.
Like all these cars have a bunch of dead hookers in there.
Lord knows I have.
My God.
Yeah, there's an inch. And they do it to get airtime on TV. And there's a on whore that bit my nose off.
Like I don't see his nose really being bitten off. It just
No,
looks
it's like the worst makeup prosthetic.
They just grabbed like what do you call it? Fake latex, put it around his nose, but clearly you can see the end tip of his nose.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So yeah, he makes like he gets on
Yeah,
TV
his
that way.
commercial, yeah. Like, couldn't they just cut earlier? Like,
Wake up, slut.
yeah, the makeup looks awful. You know what? I take it back. Maybe not
Time
4K.
to pay the fiddler whore.
Maybe not 4K. 4K would be even worse to see that.
See, this is something that's hilarious in this movie. So he progressively keeps getting more injuries because the bookies keep breaking his arms and legs. It's hilarious.
It's funny, but now you've ruined the joke. Because now I know that later on, it's just gonna...
Whatever, you'll figure it out.
Right, but what about people watching it right now, Adam?
I'm
who have an
assuming they've
actual
already maybe
copy of
seen
Dirty
the
Work?
movie first. Or if they haven't seen it,
Don't watch this. What were you looking at? You were looking at the budget. I'm still curious
No
on that
Clue, that's
budget.
what I was
yeah.
doing.
Yeah, man. You get distracted a lot by this movie. You're like, oh yeah, hold on, this part's really great. All right, so now I'm curious of what this budget was.
13 million. And then no,
This
was
was
it 13? Hold on, I just had it up
This for No Clue or this?
for Dirty Work. Hold on, where did it go?
It's called IMDb, Adam. .com.
You want to know a secret?
What's up? That's not a secret.
Yeah, 13 million it grossed. Opening weekend was only 3.
Ooh.
And then gross over time was only close to 10-ish million.
So they kind of just
They
equaled out.
kind of evened out, but I bet you over time it's probably made money.
Is it one of those like cult classics?
Well, that's like for me, like I only found out about it like
one DVD sales, right?
after,
That's
like
kind
in
of
the
like
2000s.
Firefly. Firefly
Yeah.
didn't really make much, but like they made a ton when the DVD came out.
There's no box office details on
No Clue?
On No Clue.
Darn. I
I'll
guess
look it up.
they did it for nothing. That's probably what it cost. That's what I'm pretty sure that's how much it costs to make movies, eh? Nothing at all. It's all sponsors,
Just
Adam. Did you get a couple
nothing at all.
sponsors and
Nothing
nothing
at all.
Nothing at all. Exactly.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Okay, so now he's discovering that his father. does not
Wikipedia
own your
says 15 million. For No Clue.
Really?
Oh no, wait, that's Clue. Sorry, my
That's
bad.
Clue. that's a whole different movie, Adam. We're looking for No Clue. Not Clue. No Clue.
Yeah, I can't find anything, but
I don't think it'd be very much.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say close to 5 mil. If
Maybe.
it's 3 pretty big stars.
Well, it's Brent Butt, so he produced it, right? So I mean,
Yeah, but he's still gonna take a paycheck from it, plus Canadian union job. So you're paying top
maybe.
dollar for everyone on the cast and crew.
all right. Still, most of the budget went to the actors. Let's say that. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying it's a Canadian movie, and there you can tell, here and there, there's a little bit of, yeah. it?
So a small person has walked on the thing.
Yeah. That I don't recognize that small person at all. Usually in any movie,
There's like
there's always like a roster. I mean, most of them is either was either Mini Me or what?
He died,
Warwick Davis.
unfortunately, eh?
He did.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
He sort of looks like Warwick Davis's cousin.
Yeah, it's like fat discount Warwick Davis.
There's the bearded lady.
Your classic dwarf hater. Uh-oh, here we go.
Move over, short stuff. Would you bone the bearded lady?
I mean, I would take off her fake beard.
And make her wear. Never mind. I was gonna make a bad joke.
Yeah, you shouldn't make bad jokes live, Adam.
Note to self: I don't want to live. Come and get it.
She looks like I forget her name, but she played Mystique.
Rebecca Romijn.
Well, not the one that's Jayla. That's all I know.
Romijn.
Romagen? She kinda looks
It
like her.
actually might be.
It
her.
might have? Could it? Yeah.
Because in her IMDb, X-Men comes up.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's her.
she's
Yeah,
Mystique.
yeah. I just saw it without the beard. Yeah, it's her. Okay, it's funny. So there you go.
The lady.
The lady. It's not gonna sell very much. People want to go see hairy people, Adam.
Then you could never do that. Like have like. Well, I guess they do that now. The freak show is fucking TLC these days.
TLC, the show?
Yeah, like the network. That's all they do is they have little people with kids. They have
Right. So
fucking
you're saying Barnum
Barnum and Bailey's.
Barnum and Bailey's has now become
This is-
TLC.
This is my favorite scene, and this is like in our movie where we did like Tim is bashing through the bar.
Yeah.
This is what we like homaged.
Bashing through the bar.
When like Matt's just reacting to the sounds of stuff.
Right.
So this is what we homage in this scene.
Oh. That's never like they're putting fish in beds. Oh
In the VCR.
God, that's the worst. Like I'm pretty sure those are real fish.
Oh yeah, they're real fish.
Those are real fish.
Just went to the grocery store and got some fish.
Yeah, that's a million just went in fish right there.
This is such a clever scene. So they're having a drug deal,
Yeah.
and then something goes wrong. What's the problem? It smells like fish.
Like it's like a.
Is that the signal? You wearing a wire?
So
And then
everybody just-
and then all this shooting
Right, you hear
starts happening.
you just hear noises and.
Machine gun fire, and then
I mean I can't hear it, but I can understand what's happening, right?
well, you could probably hear sound effects in the movie, couldn't you?
I can't hear anything.
I could hear sound effects earlier if you turned it up. Like I heard music and sound effects.
Yeah,
It's
me
like,
too. But it shut down earlier, so there we go. We got none of that. Man, this scene goes on for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like if you can actually hear the sound.
You're killing me with that chainsaw. He took away my chainsaw. No, he's using it on me. My God, is that a hand grenade? I love how they're literally pointing out what's happening, just so that it lets the audience know what's happening.
He drops the fish.
Like everyone's dead, probably.
Good Lord. Although, and then he's still putting fish in the stuff.
Like that escalated real quick. Ugh,
I like that they didn't even have to do much to mess up this house.
I know. They took off a door, and they didn't show the actual.
They just put a couple holes in some walls.
Yeah, probably a house probably needed to be sold or something before they did the thing.
Yeah, it could have been that.
So they hold on. They had money for a sign. You know how expensive signs are?
Yeah, they're really expensive.
Like that's a terrible idea for financing.
It's true.
Like, I would not, at least not a huge shine like that. Man, that thing is really taking a beating, though.
Yeah.
Like, the phone took one swing, but he beat that thing like 3 times. We've got one!
I can hear you fine. It must be your phone. Norm Macdonald's so underrated, I think.
I like his voice. I mean, I can't hear it in this one, obviously, but I enjoy his voice.
The
Well, 'cause, yeah, again, he plays Pigeon in the Mike Tyson show, Mike Tyson Mysteries on Netflix. He's just a dirty pigeon.
they're buds in real life, I think, eh? Him and Mike Tyson.
Are they?
Yeah,
Well, it's either from the show or probably from before.
not sure. They do the popcorn gag again, which would never work,
No, that wouldn't work.
but it's funny.
Like, the thing just wouldn't work. Like, the tractor just wouldn't probably just wouldn't start. This is the dumbest act. Revenge for hire. See what I mean? Like, that sign would have cost them.
It's a nice sign.
It's a nice sign, but I mean, when you're starting out, the sign's not the first thing you start with, especially if you're starting out to get money for something.
But I mean, this is before the internet, so
what does that mean?
like you needed a sign back then. This is also a really nice looking jail. Like, it doesn't look like a jail. It looks like a bank vault.
It kind of does look like a bank vault. I wouldn't mind
You wouldn't mind being in jail?
if it's a nice jail.
So
I mean, I've thought about it. Like one of them cushy jails. You get
what's
three-
a cushy
it's
jail?
Like one, you're there for free.
Obviously.
Yeah. You get a bed, a
Yeah.
bathroom. You get bathroom breaks and stuff. You get recreation. Like, I can get fit. Like, I could get jacked there, man. There's nothing else to do. So what? It's a great diet.
You're gonna be like
great
Linda Hamilton in
exercise.
Terminator, just doing chin-ups like...
Hell yeah! Heck to the yeah! Oh, we're gonna have the classic Shawshank raping scene.
I don't know, I forget what happens here.
It's like, uh-oh. Of course, in a comedy and they're in jail, there's always that. It's so overdone. So overdone. Come on. Oh, we got Shooter McGavin, who's probably going to be the end revenge signal to it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Because
Because
with that thing, they stopped Shooter McGavin's like big plan.
Okay, so it's a classic of needing to destroy homes for like putting in plan.
Yeah,
Right.
he's the millionaire real estate mogul.
We've seen that so many times, right? It hits on all like your cliches.
It's true. Oh yeah, this guy. Remember him from Billy Madison?
Yeah.
He's the
His friend.
no, he's
Isn't he?
No, he's the
He's
the principal.
The principal, yeah, that is the stupid.
My wife, the cheating whore.
No, it's also he's also the judge at the end? He's
That is
single-handedly
the stupidest answer.
thing that's ever, that guy, isn't it?
This is completely ridiculous. Can you believe the characters? Way out of line.
Wait, I missed that.
I think he got,
Yeah, because he pulled his pants, didn't he?
yeah, I think he got butt raped.
Yeah, see, again, other things you wouldn't be able to do these days. And play it for laughs. The way, man. It's funny
the
how,
way.
like, even 10 years, I watched a movie not too long ago. Funny enough, have you seen...
Even 10 years, yeah, you can lose your
Well-
job from Disney, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. No, I saw a movie 10 years ago, and it's here. Get this. I mean, funny enough, because Ant-Man's relevant right now, but it's a love story between Michelle Pfeiffer and Paul Rudd, which is really weird.
Because Michelle Pfeiffer is in.
Well, because it's an
Ant-Man
Ant-Man,
2.
right? Like, it's just like that's all I know from that relationship on them, and you're like, what? They were in a like romantic movie together? That's weird. It's kind of like Sally Field and Tom Hanks. You're thinking, you know, mother and son and Forrest Gump, but like years back, they done they weren't like romantically involved, but there was some like chemistry in a movie.
Really? What movie?
Punchline.
Punchline.
Yeah, it's about like comics.
Is that where he plays?
John Goodman plays Sally Field's wife.
Yeah.
Husband.
This is a weird movie. John Goodman playing Sally Field's wife.
It's like Hairspray, where John Travolta plays a woman, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, John Goodman as Sally Field's wife. That's just his name?
He doesn't have a name. It's just Sally Field's wife.
That is his name, Sally Field's wife.
My wife.
It's Swife.
Wife.
Sally Field's wife.
Wife.
Swife. That's his last name. Mr. and Mrs. Swife.
Mr. and Mrs. Wife.
That's right. But yeah, so the movie I was watching again. The movie came out in 2007, but it takes place in Hollywood. So they're making all these like relevant jokes pertaining to people in Hollywood at the time, and almost no one is like still famous on the jokes that they're making. Like all these things, you're like, oh my god. They make like Demi and Ashton, jokes like they're not even together. Like all these things. Like
is it Demi or Demi?
Yeah, is it Demi? I think it's Demi.
You don't say Demi Truck, do you? You've seen that episode, right?
No.
Of Seinfeld?
I don't. I've watched 2 seasons of.
Really? They have this whole thing. Is it Demi or Demi? Demi or Demi?
Oh no, his leg's broken.
Like it's such a funny
It's his
subtle
arm. Now it's his leg.
Like it's like a little thing, and he's such like a character like that you don't need because all he does is deliver exposition. Like your dad needs a heart transplant. You need $500,000.
But it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and that's the play on joke on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's clever. It is clever. I do enjoy it. Oh my God.
Well, that's me shaking hands, Dwight D. Eisenhower. That's your mom giving me a...
Like it's just in his thing.
Well, that's Sam's mom.
Of course he's gonna look now. Like
You pee the whole pan up. What happened to your foot? You'll book you a lot of money.
he blows off one of your toes.
You still owe him the money. He's gonna kill me in 4 days.
I love how he plays it completely straight. Not sad either. Just kind of like, you're gonna die in 4 days. Like that's what happens. I do like that. He's right. If a bookie blows off like some of my toes, it's like, well, aren't you knocking down the price at this point?
I feel like
I just lost some toes.
I feel like now we're owed some money.
Yeah. What does it say on there?
They're gonna do
This building will be tented and sprayed for termites at noon Saturday and noon. Oh, I see. Okay.
So
Here comes a trailer. That can't be her name.
she's got like that '90s hot thing with the short hair,
Yeah,
because like they pretty much copied her exact look for Happy Gilmore. The girl that's on Modern Family now. It's like the exact.
Yeah.
It's like the prototype.
Right, but she had that haircut too. Like I've seen her in other stuff. She's in like Joe.
Meet Joe Black.
No, Joe Dirt.
Oh yeah.
I think it's the same girl.
Jamie Presley in Meet Joe Dirt is so fucking funny.
Jamie Presley.
She plays like the.
She plays Joy in My Name Is Earl, right?
Yeah, but it's like Joe Dirt, and they meet at like the carnival or whatever, and he's like, I think you're my sister, and then that's the only way he's banging her. It's like I'm your sister. You never seen that?
I don't remember it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I mean, I've seen Joe Dirt a long time ago. Back in the day when his movies were funny, or funnier, I guess. But no, I mean this lady trailer. She's always had short hair, even in Monk. Last I saw her was like 2008, and at the end of Monk, or even further than that, and she still had like maybe a little slightly longer hair, but I guess he just sports short hair. Is that a pixie cut? Would that be?
Beats me, man. So, oh no, I have to go lift weights. So he finds out that it's her grandma that lives in that building, and it's not
that's what's
prostitutes that live there, according to Shooter McGavin. It's actually just nice old people. He wants to knock it down.
That's what's happening. Okay, yeah, because I don't pay attention when, I can't hear anything.
And this Saigon whore that bit my nose off.
So,
It's like Breaking Bad before Breaking Bad.
yeah. Wait, is that a body?
No, it's the tent, like the bug tent.
I thought that just like they had a body, just carrying a body. No worries, this is a really big termite.
Nothing to see here, folks.
Huh, interesting.
You ever rob a bank? Did you ever climb Mount Everest? No?
I mean, I could see Sean Connery being sexy.
No. He's showing him why he can't lie.
Right. Gotcha. I mean, Sean Connery's sexy. That's a big tent.
It's a big tarp.
Yep, that's a huge tarp.
I don't know where you get that.
So they're still going through it.
Yeah, they're still doing it. It's like got a bunch of fish.
Is this just their prank the whole time, just making things stink?
A Murphy bed.
Cockroaches?
I love that he can't like
He just
get through the door. And then he walks through.
That's not how burns work.
It's the cherry bomb in the toilet, flushes it. What a silly gag. This is funny. This is one of the funniest gags in the movie.
So you put a cherry bomb in the toilet, nothing happened.
It doesn't work.
Of course it's gonna come back, right?
No, it doesn't work. What's that? It's a newspaper?
He's just gonna go to the bathroom? Oh my god. It's so stupid.
And then he sees the thing from Bond. He rolls it up.
Oh, like that's dumb. Like that's dumb. That's very, very dumb.
Oh my god, it's funny.
I mean, it's dumb.
It's dumb, but it's funny.
It's dumb. This is a very.
It's clearly not him when he hits the door at first.
I mean, it's easy to do because of the fact that they have a tarp. They can do that without ever worrying about like outside shots. Because I'm guessing they got paid a big bucks on that job.
Yeah, like they get paid the $500,000 that they need.
They needed $500,000?
Yeah, for the operation. Man,
Holy crap.
that's the States for you.
The U.S. I'm glad I live in Canada, with free healthcare.
It's free-ish. I mean, you pay for it like
Yeah.
every day with like the insane amount of sales tax we have and
Sure.
the crazy amounts of income tax you have to pay here. But yeah, essentially, it's free for the 1 or 2 times every 2 years you need to use it.
Exactly. That's what I mean, think of it this way. Yeah.
This way.
Okay, all right. No, I guess I can see your point.
I'm not saying the States have a good system. I'm just saying
Yeah.
we don't have a perfect system.
Sure. I mean, I feel like it's better. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's as free, like when I say that I pay for PS Plus and I get free games every month. Is it really free because I'm technically paying for a service and it's coming in?
If you want, just
So, like-
want one of the games on there, but you don't want to pay for the thing, can you just, like, I was trying to buy, like, the old, what was it, Uncharted games on here,
Yeah.
but, like, you can't just buy the game, you have to, like, get the thing.
What?
So, like, I have to subscribe on the PlayStation thing for their, like, PS Network to get the game for free,
Yeah.
but I can't just buy the game.
Yeah, you can.
I couldn't find that option.
My God! The amount of falls that this stuntman is taking is
I
like
know.
legit looks like it hit. Like it's not like
Like
there's a
he-
mattress there.
No, he's, like, hitting the dirt.
Not the dirt. He's hitting cement.
Homeless guys.
A buck? I feel like a buck wouldn't be enough to just run and scream.
I think you need. It's the
the-
other guy that like sent him out. We're more of the broken, spiritless homeless.
I've lost the will to live type homeless guys.
How about $2?
$2.
It's such a stupid gag.
It's silly. What did this movie do? Like I know it might have broke even, but like rating wise,
Like on Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb. What's the actual rating of this film? Like, what did people actually think of it?
What did people actually think of it? I never actually use Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes is not about the rating itself. It's about if people liked it, right? That's how the ratings work. It's not like, oh, well, I liked it this much. No, it just means I liked it or I didn't like it.
17%. What's the green thing mean again?
Rotten. If it's a tomato, it's good.
All critics. That's the critic rating.
Ouch, people didn't like it. Man, he got thrown out again? How did I miss that?
Audience score is 65% though. So critics hated it. Audiences.
But the audience actually enjoyed the stupidity of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I can see critics not liking it because of the absurdity on it.
Yeah, critics can. I don't know. I never trust critics on stuff like
Wow,
that.
that's true. There's some movies I did not enjoy, like Lady Bird.
Yeah, you
That
said
was-
that.
yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Critics love that movie. Everyone loved that movie. I was like, eh.
I think those are movies that are easy to write like a good thing about, but it's hard to be
Because
critical.
there's so much to talk about, eh? Because
Yeah.
it's a drama. It talks about life. This one, it just talks about two guys getting even and getting paid for it. Like,
This is funny. Like he has this like really like introspective
yeah,
moment.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Monologue. Here's your $2.
Wait, it's $2 in total?
Yeah.
They did it all for $2 in total, not $2 each?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's even worse.
No, I thought she was a whore.
You thought she was a drug dealer?
You didn't even get paid. The worst thing.
I mean, how did he think was gonna happen, right? Like, I mean, let me guess. In the end, he's still gonna get her because this is a lighthearted, fun film. Doesn't matter how silly the male actors can be, right? If you're a lead in a silly comedy, you'll get the girl. Most of the time, 100%.
This is what critics say about Dirty Work.
All right,
this
here we
is
go.
Joe Layden from Variety,
Oh, we're gonna
who's
tell-
apparently
we're
a
gonna-
top critic.
We're gonna say who they are now.
The outrageousness isn't consistently sustained, and the pick tends to peter out somewhere around the 2/3 mark. I would say
Are we
we're at
there
the
yet?
2/3 mark now.
All right.
Would you say this film is outrageous?
Yes.
How would you define outrageous? Like, is it?
I mean, it's over the top. It's over the top comedy. It's not like your smart comedy where, like, you know, it's a sophisticated
Okay,
joke.
so you tell me if the last third is
Stops being outrageous.
okay.
Is that what they mean?
Globe and Mail.
What does Global Mail have to say about this?
Tell
Tell
taste
me.
list? Question mark. Oh yeah,
Wait, that's a critic?
yeah.
You just said that?
That's what-
Tasteless. Oh yeah. What?
But what if it's like,
That's a terrible review.
yeah? What if it's more like a like the Kool-Aid guy? Oh yeah.
It's like, yes, it is tasteless, but I enjoyed it.
This is David Cronkite.
Cronkite
Kronk. L.A. Times.
from Elliot Town. What does he have to say?
A tone-deaf, scattershot, and dispiritingly, is that a word?
What?
Dispiritingly,
Desperate?
cheesy affair. What is that word? I've never seen that
Where
word.
is that?
Dispiritingly,
Dispiritingly.
dispiritingly,
Yeah. Like it takes away your spirit.
dispiritingly,
It's not fun.
with more
I guess.
groans than laughs.
I don't know what dispiritingly means.
Bob Grant's San Francisco Chronicle, a stupid, low-down, vulgar comedy.
I mean, he's not wrong. it is a stupid, vulgar comedy. Doesn't mean I'm not enjoying it. So, okay, so we know that most people didn't like it.
Yeah. I think
That's fair.
I think what like
My
that's the
God.
same dumpster from like the start of the
from
movie.
beginning of the I swear, like his stuntman must have gotten like paid like crazy.
It's true.
Oh, that nose is awful.
I know, and it's not even consistent.
Like it's
You
just,
can
it's
actually-
just liquid latex. You can see his nose
Yeah,
popping
you
through.
can see his real nose.
Like there's nothing special. It's awful. I mean, I probably would have just bandaged it over. You know what I mean? Like have him like with a bandage or something that he covers it, because it's either that or that. Yeah.
Little rape. Chris Farley is so funny.
I mean, he's over the top.
Like, but like at the time, like nobody really did that. Like I think that's what made him so good.
I mean, it would be interesting to see what would have happened, you know, if if Chris Farley was still alive now, as to what the comedies. Imagine like some movies that probably would have been different, like Shrek.
I like this. He's trying to sleep in his car. He's wearing this like
Yeah, the
old school
nightgown.
nightcap, and this guy's trying to steal his car.
And nothing. But yeah, for example, Shrek, Chris Farley was supposed to do it.
Oh
But
yeah.
he died, and then they used the voice for.
Who was he
Mike
supposed to be? Myers or Eddie
He's
Murphy?
No, he's supposed to be Shrek.
Oh really?
Yeah, so imagine a Chris Farley Shrek.
So he wouldn't have been able to do, like he wouldn't have been able to do the Scottish thing.
No, that's completely Mike Myers. Because even that, Mike Myers recorded it normally.
Remember how bad life gets. There's always beer. It's something he listens to from before, and then he realizes he accidentally recorded the conversation.
So he recorded the whole conversation.
I left the recorder on.
It's your classic recorder.
Classic recorder left on and plot scheming in thing.
See, I'm pretty sure those are not admissible in court, because half of the movies that they use that say that, and the other half they just use it. So I don't know what's real.
It's different spots.
Studios, right? Yeah, no, you're right.
Like states and spots.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or are you just making it up?
No, I actually read like some weird thing on Reddit the other day about like recording people, and so like different spots. So it was something on Reddit. This like guy was harassing this guy somewhere in Ontario. So in Ontario, you can record people without them knowing,
Without their consent, and then use it in court.
Yeah, and whatnot. But it still is.
I know in some places, I don't know. I think where you need someone's consent to record, which I mean, it almost takes away the point of it.
True. Yeah.
And if it's not, that's another thing. If something's admissible in court, like I feel like everything should be admissible in court if it proves that the person did it.
Right,
You
but
know
it
what
can
I
be
mean?
like taken out of context, right?
It could be, right, but like I'm saying, like there are specific things, like sometimes like murder weapons or things done on tape become unadmissible in court, and it's just like, you know what, jury, unfortunately you can't use that. It's just like, but it's in there, like it's in there, right? Like,
yeah,
well,
it's
crap.
gonna be in the back of their head somehow.
Like obviously
right?
I'm gonna use that. I mean, you told me not to use it, but I mean, come on.
It is a weird thing that it's like a smoking gun that can't be used, but this is where he finds out he's actually his brother, and he's like, and
Well,
actually
they already knew that.
And then he's like, remember that time in 12th grade when you had sex with my sister?
right, but that wouldn't make sense.
But it'd be like, it's like actually his sister.
Yeah, I mean, it's not his sister.
Yeah, it's still his half sister.
No, it's not. Like, who had sex with his sister?
Norm had sex with Artie Lang's sister.
Oh, yeah, no, that's his half sister. Ew. That's gross.
Yeah.
Oh, so now they're going to do the ultimate prank, huh?
Yeah,
Here we go. That's how you end a movie.
that's true.
You do the ultimate.
You double down on the dirty work.
Yeah, you double down on the dirty work. So here we go. This is a very
Oh,
short
sorry,
film.
50,000.
Yeah, that's what I
they're trying to
thought. 500 is a lot. I mean, 50,000 doesn't sound like actually it does sound like still a lot.
He's like, it's a complicated story. It's a long story. My dad boned his mom. Okay, it's a short story.
I mean, let's see how the final act reveals itself. See if it's still outrageous according to what's his face,
What is his name again?
Dave Bautista.
Fucking McFuckstick.
Yeah, that's what his name was.
Joe Layden.
Joe Layden.
Or
Joe Biden.
Ledon.
Joe Biden. Got it.
It could be Ledon.
Like trailer.
Ladon.
Traylor.
Traylor.
Maybe it's Traylor. Taylor. Well, right? Because if it's Taylor, maybe it's trailer. No, I'm literally.
He
saying
punches
trailer.
him in the stomach. That
Got
yellow
beach.
jacket. Where do you buy that?
At I don't know. Dick Tracy's or Us.
This is a really funny scene. So he does another one of these long monologues.
That's the homeless guy, right?
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
camera's like slowly pushing in on him, and
Wait
he's like
for it.
saying something like really profound and
Yeah,
like
well, 'cause he's-
going on.
He's
and
not
on
he's
and
not a
on.
homeless man who has no more
And he's
will
got
to
a
live.
dignity and
And they're gone.
guys,
Come on, that's predictable, Adam.
this is funny. So they're gonna like punk his
Shooter McGavin.
punk Shooter McGavin,
Yeah.
and he's got like because he like believes in the theater, and they're doing this like I don't know like thing of Don Giovanni.
Okay.
And,
Is this
and
the opera?
Yeah, and so they're gonna do a thing,
Grandma's Mabel's brown. Oh, it's the
and it's the same brownies as the ones he was tested on earlier.
Tested. Where did they get the tested brownies?
I don't know.
No, plot hole. Where they get it, Adam? You can't just walk in.
No, let's go. Good
And those are
Lord.
all the sewing kits.
It's all the whores that they used the dead hookers before.
Is this?
Yeah. And they're all like hallucinating. What are they watching?
Click to what they're watching.
Weighing in 225 pounds, former heavyweight champion of the world.
Who the heck is Kenny Norton?
He's a boxer
Was
apparently.
he?
And his opponent, Gary Coleman.
You know what this reminds me of? Dick, that other
Beat the
just done.
I love that it's like Gary Cole doesn't win because that would be like the obvious thing would be that the
The
small
obvious
guy,
comedy, but
Yeah.
no, they play it straight like
Yeah.
it would actually happen. And then, yeah, no, it makes sense. See, and you can't say that it's not outrageous. They just had like a flashback of that. Come on. All right, here
and this
comes
guy is playing Don Giovanni.
Don Giovanni. I know that guy. Where do I know that
My
guy?
costume. I don't know either.
I've seen him before.
There's one more cameo I haven't ruined for you yet.
Oh, good. You're not gonna ruin that
Yeah.
one, huh?
No, it's coming up.
Finally. Is it a good one?
I've seen that guy too in other movies, but I can't remember what it's from.
Probably the other Norm Macdonald films.
Have you ever seen Screwed?
No. At first I thought you said Scrooge with Bill Murray.
So
But, no,
Screwed
not seen
was
Screwed.
the other movie with Norm Macdonald around the same time, and it's with him and
I haven't seen much Norm
Dave
Macdonald.
Chappelle. Before
Okay.
Dave Chappelle like really broke,
Right.
and
Dave Chappelle's really broke.
no, like broke out. Like it was way before Chappelle's show. It's way
Right.
before those 2 comedy specials he put out where he blew up.
I don't know.
Like this is great. This is like he's doing like Wizard of Oz type thing, like the flying monkeys.
the land of the skunks.
Yeah.
Fly, my skunkies,
Man,
fly.
half a nose is king.
That nose is awful. Every time I see it, it gets worse. John Goodman! What?
He's not even in like the IMDb. Like
How do they get all these people?
they're just like it's because it's Bob Saget, right? So
Was he still doing family?
he probably would have been on Roseanne at this point.
Yeah, that's probably him on Roseanne.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Bob Saget, was he still doing... What's that show that he did? The one with the twins.
The It Takes Two.
No, his show. Oh, why am I blanking? The
Home
revival-
Improvement.
What? You're just naming anything from the 80s and 90s. Oh, why am I blanking on that?
The show he was on?
Yeah. What was the... Like, he was the dad. I even remember the song in the house, and I just can't remember the name. Anyways.
America's Funniest Home Videos?
Oh, my God, stop. You're doing it purposely.
Full
now.
House.
Full House! Thank you.
So he's playing Don
Yeah, I
Giovanni.
can see that.
And then there's this guy in the audience that loves it.
Yeah, it's probably the critic that's not Joe Biden, Joe Layden.
He didn't expect out of my loyal army of prostitutes.
Let's watch your dirty opera.
You know what? Like, this is also sort of like the producers kind of a gag, right?
Yeah,
A little bit that they're trying to do here.
like it's a terrible play. The people are loving it.
Yeah. Turning the opera.
Now here we go. I don't know. It seems still pretty outrageous to me.
Sing the song, boy. This fucking thing he does.
Why is he doing that?
Dude,
My
I gotta
God.
replay this scene for you after when you can hear the audio. It's so funny.
Because all right
Jimmy,
now, all
release
it,
the skunks.
look in my head.
Okay, I'm on it.
All he's doing is just like his mouth open, but you don't know what he's doing.
Fly.
Fly.
Because they're not even gonna do anything.
Oh yeah, they're just skunks.
Skunks are so dopey.
I mean, skunk.
Look how bad that animation is.
Yeah, at first I thought those were real skunks. Skunks used to hide in the atmosphere.
Brilliant.
That's your classic, classic critic, right? Like totally under, not understanding what's actually happening. Hey, it's discount.
Remember when you said this? No, so making love to Bloto, not as good as advertised.
I mean, it probably isn't. I feel like I wouldn't understand doing it with a blow up doll. It's a lot of plastic.
It's true. Yeah.
I don't see how it would be as good as advertised because it doesn't seem good as advertised at all. No. That's a note that self-made long years ago. Many lonely lights, and you're like, no, it's just plastic, Matt. It's just plastic.
Excuse me.
Pretty sure as soon as he gets arrested, though.
Kirkpatrick's gonna punch you in the stomach.
Pretty sure as soon as he gets arrested, they're gonna freeze his account, so he would have to cash that check like immediately.
Very soon. It's like those people that owed us money. Well, they owed me money and Brock money.
Right.
And then they pulled that and they put a stop on the check that they owed me all that money.
Yeah, see, because that's the terrible thing. You got a check out of it, but you can just stop it.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, one, you can stop a check, but also if he's getting arrested, they're gonna stop on his finances too. They freeze.
So you got to
the
run to
asset.
the bank today.
Yeah, like immediately.
Here's a check for $50,000. That's great, Mitch.
Is there anything else broken?
And then he's like, "Here you go. Don't go to." You're lucky.
He's just getting ready to like bet it all again.
Yeah, he's just degenerate.
I think he's gonna bet it. I still think he's gonna bet it. Oh no, he's recording over it. Oh yeah, see there. He says to stop the payment.
$50,000.
Of course. That's right. Yeah. See, like I'm glad they acknowledged that he could just stop a check.
True. What happened to your tape? You wrecked it. Well, don't worry. I have one on the house PA system. Hit it, Kathy.
Here we go.
Ass for cream. A little past that. You can't. I'm Travis.
I'm Shooter McGavin.
What came out first, Dirty Work or?
My God.
What happened?
Like he lunged at him and it just looks like they jumped out of it like crazy. So which one came first? Shooter McGavin?
What's the
Happy Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore.
Because what's the year on this one? When did this movie come out?
Happy Gilmore was 96, Dirty Work's 98. It's 2 years later. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
basically doing the same character.
The same Shooter McGavin aspect to it.
Good brownies. It's very important. And then he says, I need you to stop payment of 50.
Oh, there we go.
But
So-
he's
so-
like,
but
he's
the guy's
on
on
that
The
stuff.
drug brownies.
Crazy rough sex. Absolutely.
Oh, that's what he's saying. My God. That's a puppet.
That's so bad.
Did you just see it?
The strings?
No, it wasn't a string. It was like someone's shoulder or something. There
Oh,
was
you can see that?
You can see something. Like there's clearly someone underneath with like a hand.
That's funny.
You can see something right there.
So the Saigon whore that bit his nose off.
Wait,
he's
what happened to his nose? Did he fix it?
Yeah, he got a prosthetic. And now he's like talking to my friend here.
I mean, that's Chris. I can just imagine him screaming that line. Like, that's the worst nose job I've ever seen.
I know. And he's like running away with the Saigon whore that bit his nose off.
Yeah, like he's just. Whoever did this makeup is awful.
I know. I think
But
it's like done on
I
purpose.
feel like they had to play it off for like purposely. They had to. I mean, I don't see how it lost track. This movie was pretty outrageous the whole
time.
I don't see what that guy is
Then
talking
he
about.
got his nose bit off again.
See what I mean? Like, you know, it would be a great, like, okay, yeah, he's alive, everything's great, he just dies.
Right at the end?
Right at the end.
That's...
That'd be such a, like, I don't know. And, like, she's totally fine with him now. What is this comedy?
That's how they work.
I hate it. I hate the norm.
But the bookies beat him to death anyway, so now he's dead.
He's dead anyway. So the doctor did end up dying
Yeah.
anyways. At least someone died.
So this is all the outtakes that are really funny, but
Obviously, they
Now
don't,
you-
they don't
you can't
relay
hear
well
them.
because you can't hear them.
if you unplug the controller there, that thing, you can hear it on the TV.
Wait,
Just unplug the headphone jack.
into the controller the whole time.
Yeah. Otherwise, people would hear it. It's going to play on the TV now.
Right.
So if you unplug it, it'll play on the TV.
That's okay. We don't got much time anyways.
So that's Dirty Work.
That is
What'd
Dirty
you
Work.
think of it, Sans actually being able to hear the entire movie?
If I was able to hear the entire movie, I think I would have enjoyed it. The fact that you kept talking about, oh, wait, this part, it's coming up, and this is funny, it's funny, like, kind of ruins it a little bit,
Yeah.
I will say, because I want to get ready for the comedy, Adam.
You want to receive the
I want to
comedy
receive
properly?
the comedy properly without, someone telling me, oh, yeah, hold on, yeah, this part's great. Like, he falls into the trash. Hold on, you'll love it. No, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I would definitely, after seeing it now, I would definitely want to watch it with sound.
Yeah,
Now, maybe
right?
not right away. I don't want to watch it right after this, but yeah, I'd be down to watching this. I can see how this could be like a cult class. I can see why young Adam could
Would
fall
find
in
it
love
funny.
with this movie.
It's not just like that, like I find it really funny, but just like it's like when friends also find it funny and then you like end up quoting it back and forth.
Right.
Because
right,
like the story itself is like whatever. It's like
it hits every cliche thing.
yeah, it's a
happening, right?
cliche, whatever, like hero's journey of like whatever. He's got a problem, he fixes the problem, gets the girl, goes on, does the thing, faces some mild adversity along the way, beats the bad guy, whatever.
Right,
like
right,
that
right.
simple sort of version.
It doesn't
of
really
it.
learn anything.
Yeah,
Like, there's
he
no
learns. Yeah, he
lesson.
does learn. He does learn that he doesn't need to do his dirty work anymore. Like,
Is that how it ended?
yeah, basically.
Oh.
And
I would
then-
rather he didn't learn anything.
Yeah, no, but he
Nothing
like
was
has
learned.
a lesson.
Nothing
He
learned.
learns
Nothing learned.
something. He changes in a way, but like the things that makes it funny is like the cameos from.
The cameos are very unsuspecting. Well, except for the one that you actually told me, didn't tell me, which Goodman, which is actually surprising that
And then like Chris Farley, like Chevy Chase,
Adam
like
Sandler.
even Don Rickles. Like you don't hear his bit, but like Don Rickles' bit, it's funny. Like Adam Sandler's bit, the Gary Cole bit, like it's all funny,
Yeah.
and then it also like it's not like just completely throwaway. Like the Gary Cole thing comes back at the end, and it's like a plot point, and then like the Kevin Farley, the Chris Farley stuff, like it's a funny like peppered throughout the thing, the movie, but then they use that character later in the movie to do something, you know what I mean? / like it furthers the plot.
Yeah, well, even like you're thinking just the one simple joke of the drugs, right? They come back with the brownies later on that actually helps the plot. That's what you're talking about.
Exactly. And then what was the other thing? And then like the Chevy Chase like exposition, like you could easily just have a doctor just say like you need to do this or this will happen, but
like Happy Gilmore.
This just
feels like Happy Gilmore, but
very
on a
similar.
more ridiculous aspect to it.
Yeah.
And even more crazy Happy Gilmore, which I mean,
the skipping.
There's some skipping happening right now.
But
Adam's DVDs, he saw it way too many times, I guess.
It's that part of it scratched a bit.
Yeah, there you go. Although not bad. That it starts skipping when the credits are rolling? Hey.
Yeah.
If you're going to get scratched DVD, get it when it's, at the end.
But yeah, just like I know it's not like a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination. This is like jumping around like crazy. We'll never know when the actual movie ends. We'll just like call it quits at a point.
We'll call it quits at one point.
But yeah, like it's not perfect or anything. But like comedies today, I don't find they do that. There's not a lesson learned. Like this movie had a continuity of the characters and everything about it, and it ends up in like a nice neat bow, which sometimes you just want.
Sure, but
it
also has a lot of physical comedy, which I think a lot of comedies don't do anymore. It's more common on the language.
And if they do the physical comedy, I find they don't, like they have to do some over the top CGI version of it, like because I was watching something like Daddy's Home, and there's like this driving a motorcycle through a home scene, and it's so clearly terrible CGI.
Really?
That it's like it's not funny now.
Yeah, you want like most of the comedy we're making fun of is the stunt guy.
Exactly.
It's just seeing the stunt guy being like, oh God, that must have hurt.
The difference between Anchorman 1 and 2. So like Anchorman 1, they have that like battle scene, or like Jack Black is kicking that clearly fake dog off the bridge, which is hilarious. Then you go to the second one where they have that like CGI like shootout, like with like explosions and stuff that look like video game bad. You know what I mean?
They should have stuck with what looked fake.
Yeah, and then like it's like that for whatever reason, that practical fake silly version. Or like, what is it? What's his face getting his arms cut off in the first one versus
where you
Owen
can clearly, Wilson's brother, Luke Wilson.
Where you can clearly tell it's just his arms in a jacket.
Yeah, it looks so bad.
But like, there's like,
because it's
there's a comedy to that as opposed to like a really convincing like, oh my fucking legs are gone, like Lieutenant Dan style,
Right.
That's what I think. Anyways,
well, anyway, that was Dirty Work.
Dirty Work.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Most of this was us complaining. Well, me complaining about sound, and Adam ruin the movie before it happens, and a lot of laughing, and a lot of lines being said at the same time.
True.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and that was Dirty Work.
Man, game over, man. Game over.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Lost Commentary, on Instagram at Raiders of the Lost Commentary, and like us on Facebook.
I'll be back.